Nobody is perfect. Everyone has their flaws. Even Superman has his kryptonite. And as far as quarterback play, Lamar Jackson's kryptonite was Patrick Mahomes, which is a terrible thing because that man just signed a 10-year, $500 million contract with the Chiefs. And as far as I'm concerned, the Ravens are completely built a team around Lamar, and he's going to stay for the long term. And every day, why you lace up your shoes or put on your pads is to win a Super Bowl. So at least for the next 10 years, Lamar's going to have to go through that guy. And the same with Peyton and Brady and the AFC for all those years, and now Lamar, Baker, Josh Allen are all going to have to go through Mahomes if they ever want a ring. And they have all had very little success. Even Lamar's MVP season, it felt like the Ravens are even favorites in the game. They were going to pull it off, and frankly, Lamar didn't even really come close before. And every quarterback has that career-defining game. It always isn't the Super Bowl or a playoff game even, but I believe Lamar just had his, because that Sunday night game with the Ravens having 14 people on the injury reserves list, and the team with more running yards and passing yards in the last 2 seasons loses every single running back they have due to injury, Lamar pulled it off. But the way he pulled it off is unlike anything I've seen him do before. The winning recipe to beat Lamar throughout his career is to make him throw early interceptions, make him play from behind, and make the games close because he really hasn't shown to be able to come back or make these game-winning drives consistently. Whereas Mahomes, if they get a lead, forget about it. If the game is close at the end, forget about it. He can be down 24-0 and still win. Give him the momentum and a better roster, it's over, and he has owned Lamar throughout his whole career. But Lamar won. And what I saw from Lamar is something I haven't seen in previous games against the Chiefs. Let's look at this first pick six. And on this play, Sammy Watkins obviously slips and throws off the timing, but spotting Mahomes 7 points without even touching the ball is not a good idea. Well, he responds right away with a drive of his own to tie it up, but Mahomes with a seemingly unstoppable offense responds right away. But the first play we're going to look at that made me think that this game was going to be different and really set the tone right here. On Lamar's next drive, he takes a read option to the left side of the field and has an easy 8 to 9 yards. But before he goes out of bounds, he stops and gives a big stiff arm to Daniel Sorensen. This wasn't a smart play or even a play that had much to gain, but it was clear as day the mindset Lamar was in. He was pissed off. It's like he had every single doubter in his head telling him how bad he does in these big games, and he was running angry. Okay, incoming superhero reference. He wasn't running like the Incredible Hulk mad. He was running like Professor Hulk. He was running like a bat out of hell, but still with so much finesse and poise. It was like he was playing the Bengals and running a party on them like he always does twice a year. And the next thing we need to look at is the drive that sets up the field goal right before half. He pulls off this run and quick darts all around the field to get in field goal range to make it a 4-point game. I mean, look at this run. He made 3 grown men consecutively look so stupid. This was a huge drive because it kept the game close, and that's the thing. Lamar always had an answer, and the credit to Greg Roman, his play calling, and the Ravens defense for forcing 2 super timely turnovers. They always had fight in them when the Chiefs responded. He made big plays when he needed to, like this jump throw for the touchdown, or he would run with purpose and always make the right read during the read option. He was accurate with his throws. He looked like he was just flicking darts all over the field. His release is so quick. When the ball's just resting by his ear, once he decides to throw it, the ball is gone in an instant. We know how immensely talented he is. He's already given us some of the best runs in NFL history. He's led the league in passing touchdowns while breaking the single season rushing record for yards by a quarterback. We all know this, but Sunday night we really saw him put his foot down and overcome everything we thought we knew about him. He broke every narrative of not being able to come back. He let go of his early mistakes and celebrated as he flipped it in the end zone for the go-ahead touchdown. He lowered his shoulder and sent a message to the Chiefs and his teammates that he wasn't messing around with anyone, and with everyone hurt on their team, he knew he had to take over. And even though the score was really close, the Ravens really looked dominant out there. The Chiefs were scoring in a hurry, but it looked like the Ravens could do whatever they wanted to keep moving the chains. They almost had 200 more rushing yards than the Chiefs, which led to a 12-minute advantage with the Ravens with time of possession. This could be a career-defining game for Lamar because everything he did was everything people were saying he couldn't do. And now going into the rest of the year, they still have to play the Browns twice, the Steelers twice, the Colts, the Rams, the Dolphins. These could potentially all be close games, but I think Lamar, his teammates, and Harbaugh will all come back to this week 2 game and say, remember this? We know what to do, so let's go do it. I really don't think there's been a game like this for him so far. His lone playoff win against the Titans was important for another reason, more so to do with playoff pressure, but I believe this game will help Lamar as he goes into every single game the rest of his career. It's going to sit well with his teammates that they know they can even get it done with all the injuries. They know if their QB is willing to do anything to win, that so should they. And they know that Harbaugh trusts them on 4th and 1 when they definitely would have lost if they didn't get that first down. Shows so much. The game itself was incredible and so much fun to watch, but seeing what this actually means for Lamar is what I could not get over as I sat back and reflected on this game. But let me know what you guys think. What did you think about that game in general? Because that was a fantastic game. I feel like especially even in all the primetime games, we've been having fantastic, amazing games. Week 2 was full of them. We had the Cardinals-Viking games, just like every single game that was ending all right at the same time was so awesome. But what did you take away from this game most? Because honestly, I thought there was no chance the Ravens were about to win this. With all the injuries, just the way that Mahomes has been playing in September alone and against Lamar, I just thought it was going to be a wrap. But once I saw that, I was like, that is huge for him. He's going to remember that forever. And I think it's going to give his teammates, Harbaugh, himself, the confidence going into every single game forward. Like, we can do this. We can come from behind. If you're coming back down 11 from the Chiefs in the 4th quarter, that is so incredibly huge. I absolutely loved watching this, but let me know what you guys think. Make sure to like this video if you like videos like these. Make sure to comment down below what you think of the game or another quarterback's game career-defining game. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you enjoy daily sports content. I appreciate y'all so much for checking out the channel, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.